Ethereum against BTC. You can see the strength coming in for Ethereum, especially against BTC. It just keeps going higher and higher. There was an something like an inverse head and shoulders over here. Again, it's not textbook perfect. Still, it's a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's it, blast off. And we are above the skinny pink line. The hope is that we stay above the skinny pink line. Again, how much higher are we going to go before a retrace comes? My guess is, I think a retrace may not be too far away. Why would I want to say that? Because if you look at Ethereum against USD, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is a proper rally, very, very strong. Usually, if you see something strong like this, right, there will be a very strong consolidation as well, or a strong retrace. So the hope is that we go sideways for several months before we break out. So the best bullish case for Ethereum is to form an inverse head and shoulders over here. We get a right shoulder over here for Ethereum. This will be fantastic, fantastic if it happened. But yeah, again, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. And if we were to consolidate, my guess is we're going to take several months. For example, if you look at the left shoulder over here, right, from the very beginning to the very end, it took about 272 days. That is almost 9 months. 9 times 3 is 27, yes. There's 9 months basically. There's 9 months. So can you imagine another 9 months? Okay, let's say, for example, we don't do 270, right? Let's say we do 250, right? 250, let's, okay. 250 will bring us to March 2026. Around March 2026. You see this? March 2026, which means that the next high volatility move that comes for Ethereum will probably be in the first quarter of 2026, which means that from now until March, again, pure guessing, right? Now until March, we're just going to be mucking around in and out and up and down and, you know, to complete the right shoulder. This will be fantastic though. And after that, pump. 10,000, baby. 10,000! This is where we ape in. If we get something very, 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 very high quality, we're going to be aping in to Ethereum. As it makes a run towards 10,000. So we're only at 3,008 at the moment. So we're still anticipating 10,000 eventually to come for Ethereum. We are completing the squeeze over here. Lower highs. Hopefully we get the next lower high here and higher lows. You see, we're squeezing, boys and girls. We're squeezing. So a breakout towards 10k is anticipated. Anyway, even if we were to drop lower, I still think that eventually we're gonna head towards 10k. So again, Ethereum is a very solid project. There is no, even like for example Bitcoin, right? There's no wrong. I can't say that there's no wrong, but more likely than not, even if you were to get in at a high, right, for Bitcoin or Ethereum, more likely than not we're gonna form a new all-time high, right? Even if, let's say, for example, you ape in over here, and even if you were to drop, right, I still think that eventually we're gonna see 10k. Eventually. So again, you just have to pay the price of time, right? It would be fantastic if we had bought here, but nobody knew if this was the bottom, right? So yeah, now that we have the confirmation that the bullishness is in, the momentum is in, we're expecting it to carry towards 10,000, baby.